So this is known as path of trajectory formula. So path of trajectory, what is are equations of trajectory or path, anything, equation of path or equation of trajectory. So y is equals to x tan theta minus g x square by 2u square cos square theta. So all of you remember here y value and x value is in x square. So always if y and x square is coming, that is indicating what it is, that it is actually the parabola. Understanding? If x and y is coming, both are same, then that is indicating what? That graph is what graph? Straight line graph. Okay. So if we are getting y square and x square, then that is indicating two circles will come. So that is the graphs. So whenever you are getting the values y and x square, you can see that is indicating what is the shape. Everybody? That is a shape parabola. You have to remember. So very, very important. So trajectory formula, they will ask you equation of trajectory. So what is the formula? Y is equals to x tan theta minus gx square divided by 2u square cos square theta. This is what you have to remember. Any doubt, guys? Anybody can ask. Clear? Yeah. So that is what. So finish it fastly, this one. This derivation is also very, very important. Understand, brothers?
Sir.
I got it. That is. Yeah, do it. Any doubt, anybody can ask. If you complete it, then you can solve this. So the given equation is mathematics equation. So y is equals to ax minus bx square. Ax minus, what is that? Bx square. So actually this is a what motion, everybody? So this is the motion, projectile motion. Okay. So now they are asking us to find projectile motion. So we have to find it now. Find initial velocity, and you can find t, you can find the time of flight, you can find h, you can find r, everything you can find. So let us find, this is the mathematical equation, projectile motion representing, what it is representing? Represents projectile motion. Then find initial velocity. So let us see that initial velocity, how to find it. Not only initial velocity, you all can try with remaining things, time of flight, theta, h, r, everything we can find it. Okay. So find initial velocity. That's all we wanted. So let us see how to find the initial velocity. We all know that initial velocity is equals to, what is the symbol? Initial velocity, u. Okay. Now, so what is the tell me trajectory, what is the equation of trajectory? What is the equation? Given equation here is y is equals to ax minus bx square. And we all knows that equation for trajectory. What is the equation, everybody? Y is equals to x
Tan theta
x tan theta minus
g
gx square divided by 2
u square cos
u square cos theta.
square
Okay.
theta.
Now just nothing. You just compare it so that you all will get it. So for both equations, if you compare with, this is called as ideal equation. What is the equation name called as? We can say this is the ideal equation for, yeah, ideal equation for trajectory. Okay. So now just compare it and you tell me. So what is the a value? X, you forgot it. X, a value is how much here? A is equals to how much? From the equation, a is equals to
Tan
all of
theta.
you, tan theta. So from that, theta is equals to, what will come? Tan inverse of a. Same way, compare this equation and tell me b value, everybody. B value means this whole thing. Am I right, all of you? Check it, all of you.
Yes, sir.
Bx square. So b value, what is the formula? B is equals to, all of you,
G by
e divided by
2u square cos square theta.
cos square theta.
cos
So
square
from
theta.
that, I want u square. So bring this u square here and b here. So what is the answer will come? U square is equals to, everybody,
G by
G by
2b
2b
cos
cos
square
square
theta.
theta.
That's all. Okay. Now, let me see that from this, can I write it as a, nothing is there means a divided by 1, which is equals to tan theta means we all knows that. What do we mean tan theta? Tan theta is equals to what?
Theta.
Sin theta divided by cos theta. Understand, Ra, everybody? Yes, please. All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that is what. So we want to find the initial velocity. So let us see how to find it. So we all knows that if you consider as a tan theta, this one. So tan theta, what is the right angle triangle if you apply? So tan theta is nothing is there, means here a by 1 is there. So one side is A, another side is B. Then what about the hypotenuse? Anybody can tell? What is the hypotenuse? Yes, please. Hypotenuse formula, root of side
Root over A
square. So
square
a
plus
square
1
plus
square.
1 square. What will come? A square plus A square plus 1. So from that, so this is what? So tan theta means we can write by sine by cos. Just we want to replace this cos square. That's all. So can you tell me from that cos theta formula? Cos theta is equals to what is the formula? What is the formula of cos? Cos is equals to
Sin theta by A.
adjacent divided by hypotenuse.
So,
Divided by A square plus 1. So from that, both the sides use a square because we have a square here. So both the sides, if we apply the square, what will come? Cos square
Cos
theta is
square
equals to,
theta
this will
equals
become
to
1 square 1,
1 by
1
A
square will
plus
get
1.
cancelled. So what will happen?
square plus
A
1.
square
A
plus
plus
1.
1.
So that is what you have to remember. That's all. You can write it. So now, so we all knows that U square is equals to G divided by 2B, and cos theta means what? Cos square theta means what? 1 by
A square plus 1.
A square plus 1. So now, which is equals to A square plus 1 will go up. So A square plus 1 divided by what is that? 2B. Okay. So which is equals to U. So square will come this side. What will become, guys? Everybody. Square will
Square root.
become root. So that is only the formula. So formula for what? All of you?
Initial velocity.
So by comparing with ideal equation, not only initial velocity. So I found the initial velocity. Then also I can find, if whatever you want to find it, you want to find the time of flight, you want to find the H, you want to find the R. So all the things we can find with the help of this equation. If you want, you all people can try and you can prove it. Is it okay, guys? Everybody? Understand, Amma?
Yes, sir.
Yes. We all knows the time of flight. See, till now, initial velocity formula only we don't know. Am I right or wrong? Yes? Respond,
Yes, sir.
initial velocity formula I may
Yes,
taught
sir.
you till now. So that is the reason initial velocity I am finding with the help of ideal equation. Now, you people, we all knows the time of flight and we all knows the maximum height attained and we all knows the range formulas. So now, will you people will be find it or not? Yes, by comparing with ideal
Yes, sir.
equation, is it possible or not? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Possible. Okay.
Yes, sir.
No, you try and you can find it. So this is all about the projectile motion. So till here, whatever we studied, so everything from ground to ground, that is what you have to remember. Means the ball or stone rising from the ground and again reaching to the what? Everybody, ground.
Ground.
Okay.
From
Now we are going to study projectile motion from a height. Means if you are dropping the ball from a certain height, then how it will be the projectile motion, and that all the things we are going to discuss. So all of you keep reading. Next one, we are going to study projectile from a height. If you are completed that before one, then only I will move with this. Is it completed? I want to know. Yes. Have you found U formula, everybody? Initial
Yes,
velocity?
sir.
Yeah. So do it. Now. So all of you remember projectile from a height. This is also a very simple concept. So let us study till here in our today's class. So all of you observe and remember. So let me take some building, a tall building who is having a H height. So all of you remember. So the height of the building is H. So nothing is there. So this is what my building. So from this, actually, I am dropping the body. Okay. So let me take now. So this is what the height of the building. So from this, I projected vertically body from in a projectile motion. So projectile motion means all of you imagine the path will come like this. Just I'm saying you people, the path will come like this. So projectile path means the body will take like this and it will come like this. Am I right or wrong? All of you? Are you clear, everybody?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
or no? That is what. So it will reach us to the ground. So let me draw extend a little bit. so that it will reach us to the ground. So now if you observe very carefully, so always the velocity in y direction, we know that in x direction, what is the velocity? Everybody. In x direction, what is the velocity? Everybody? X direction, what is the velocity, Ra? Oh, sorry, velocity not. Velocity remains constant. So what about the acceleration in x direction?
0.
0.
Zero.
Remember or not? That is what. So now body is actually projected with some initial velocity u. Initial velocity u. So at this time, body is here. Then by the time, what is the velocity in y direction? Anybody can tell me? What is the velocity? Body is not yet started. Now only going to start. At this point, initial point, what is the velocity in y direction? Everybody? Yes?
Zero.
0.
Understanding? And we all knows that velocity in x direction remains what? Always.
Constant.
Always remains constant. That is what, let me take u. Now, body is reaches to this point. Now, here the velocity in y direction having or not? All of you respond. What is that?
Yes, sir.
That is only will equals to what we used to call that? Velocity in y direction what, Ra? That is only g. Yes or no? Acceleration. Correct? So body is coming. So now body is reaches to here. So that now more will be there. Yes or no? Pulling force downwards. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So that is what Vy is acting. So we all knows that we studied ball is thrown upward. Going upward means final velocity is decreasing or increasing. Ball is thrown upward. When it reaches to the maximum height, final velocity become what, Rudreshwar?
0.
Correct?
0.
When you are going up, velocity is decreasing or increasing? V is keep on decreasing.
Decrease.
Now ball is coming like this. Ball is coming like this. Now you tell me. So ball is coming downward direction. So V will be keep on increasing or decreasing? V will be keep on increasing. That is only I am asking. Understand, Laksha? Now, body is reaches to here. Body is reaches to here. So velocity in downward direction. Keep on increases. So when the body is reaching to the ground, body is reaching to the ground. We all knows that before touching the ground, it will be having maximum velocity or minimum velocity. We already studied 9th class also. And even
Maximum velocity.
Maximum velocity.
maximum velocity. So when the body reaches to the ground, imagine before touching the ground, very, very important. So before touching the ground, it is having maximum velocity or velocity is maximum, minimum, all of you, maximum.
Maximum.
And that will be acting downwards or upwards. It will be acting
Downward.
downward direction. And this time also, who is constant? Velocity in x direction is? Velocity in x
Constant.
direction is constant. Okay. So this is also now, how many dimensions? X and y, 2 dimensions we are studying. 2-dimensional one. So one is y direction, another one is what?
X direction.
So V is always remains what? All of you? Constant. So
Constant.
as the ball is coming downwards, the G values keep on increasing. So that velocity is also increases or decreases. Everybody. So yes, please.
Increase.
V is increases. Understand? So V is increases. Why? Because of G is acceleration due to gravity.
Increases.
Keep on accelerating. Body is in accelerating. So that velocity increases or decreases. Everybody. Velocity will be
Increase.
increasing. So that is only velocity in y direction, not G, it is y. So velocity in y direction, it will be keep on increasing. So before touching the ground, it is having what? Maximum velocity. Is it right or wrong? Everybody? Understood?
Yes,
Or
sir.
so this is only ways to call again the same thing. This is also what is the shape actually? Parabolic shape. Or we can say what is that? Projectile motion. So projectile motion from ground to ground or from a height?
From a
From
height.
height.
From a height.
From a height. And let me take that height of the tower. All of you remember h. Or height of the building. Whatever it is you want, you can take it. Okay, guys? Everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah. Completed. Who is that singing? Have you understand, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Do it quick now. So this is what about it. Now, This is only actually from a time of flight. Now, when we are solving the questions only, we'll understand. So what velocity, they will ask you so many things. What is the horizontal range? Now you can ask, what is the horizontal range? So they'll ask you so many things. Find the time to reach the body to the ground. What is the horizontal range? What is the velocity of the ball when it is before touching the ground? Like this, so many questions they'll ask you. So shall we start finding it now, everybody? Yes. So that is what. So let us consider now first question. All of you remember. So again, I'm drawing everything. So neatly I will draw. You also need to draw the same thing, same manner. So for your purpose only it is. So a body is dropped with a certain height from the height tower of height h. So let me take now tower of the height. Everybody draw neatly. So what is the question? First question, Pradosh. We have to find what? What is the time taken to reach the ground? Okay. So let me take now the height of the tower is 20 meters, and we all knows that a body is this is the body has been projected with the initial velocity. All of you remember, with the initial velocity 5 meter per second. So at every point initial velocity remains constant or not? Sorry, in x direction. All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, x direction,
Yes, sir.
Vx is always remains constant. Vx is always remains constant. Velocity in x direction, it has been projected with the initial, that is what we used to say u. Now at initial point, what is the velocity in y direction initially? Velocity in y direction, everybody? Yes?
0.
Velocity in y direction, how much amount? 0. Now, it is reaching to the ground and it has been fall. Now you can see that. So let me take, this is, it is reaching to the ground. So we have to find so many things, guys, now. So we have to find time taken to reach the ground, and we have to find what is the range and what is the everything we have to calculate it now. Shall we start now? Everybody clear?
Yes, sir.
That is. So observe all of you. Some people are, I think some disturbance is there. Who is having that? Yeah. So let us see, first we'll calculate the time now. So they are asking us, find the time taken by particle to reach the ground. Question number 1, Roman number 1. So for the same question, so find the time taken by particle to reach ground. Brothers, are you drawing? Sai Karthik? That is. So we all knows that. So can you tell me what is the maximum displacement shown in y direction? Anybody? Which is equals to you with your general knowledge, you tell me. What is the maximum displacement shown by in y direction? Which is equals to what? Which is equals to height of the tower. Am I right or wrong?
20 meter.
Yes. Gresha? Whatever it
20
is,
meter.
falling like this. But finally, what is the maximum displacement shown in the y direction? Y direction, which is equals to how much it is showing?
20 meter.
20 meter, which is equal to height of the tower. Am I right or wrong? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That is what you should remember. So y direction this is. So now we all knows that when it is coming down, g value keep on, its velocities keep on increases or decreases. All of you, velocities keep on increases. So we have to find it before velocity, before touching the ground also. And at this point also, we all knows that somebody remains constant before touching the ground. Who is that? Initial velocity. So Vx is equal to how much, Ra? Here also 5 meter per
5
second.
meter.
So we want to find Vy at this point. Okay, brothers? That is the third subdivision. Later we'll find it. Now let us see. We want to find what? What is our first question? Everybody. We want to find the
Time.
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 Find the time taken by the particle to reach the ground. So let's start now, everybody. So
Yes,
x
sir.
direction no need to consider.
Yes, sir.
Only one direction we have to consider. Only one direction. What is the direction, everybody? Only.
direction.
Yes, please.
Y direction.
Y direction. That's all. Okay. So tell me, y direction, what is that maximum displacement shown by the body? Everybody, it is downward direction. So that plus or
20
minus?
meter.
Plus or minus?
Minus 20
Minus 20 meters. Next, what is the initial velocity of the body in y direction? 0.
0.
And next, we all know acceleration in y direction, which is equals to minus g, which is equals to how much?
Minus 10.
Minus 10 per second square. Now we want to find a time. So which equation we can apply? See that given data and tell me. You should tell me, I should not.
S is equal to ut plus half it is.
Seconds.
Yes. So which equation we have to use? S is equals
Second
to
equation.
ut plus half at square. So
Second
s is
equation.
equals to ut plus half at square. So s is minus 20, which is equals to initial velocity is what? 0. This whole term will become 0. So half into a value how much ra? Minus 10
Minus
into
Minus
t.
10 meter per second.
Okay, so that's what it is. Now you can solve it fastly and tell me what is the time, everybody. So it will turn
Minus-
into minus 20 is equals to
5.
minus 5t square. So both the sides minus minus will get cancelled. So t square is equals to 4 and
2.
t is equals to root 4. So what is the time taken to
Root
reach the ground, everybody?
2
Seconds.
seconds.
Understanding ra? Clear ra? Any doubt anybody can ask me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Understand or not?
Yes,
That is
sir.
the time. So find it fastly. Next, range. Can you show me what is the range in this diagram? I want to find the range. What is the range? This is the initial point and this is the final point. So range means what? This is called, we used to call it as range. Am I right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir.
So that is only what we used to call. We used to call it as
Horizontal range.
horizontal range. Okay. So that is the first time part you find it. Now, next question, Roman number 2 is calculate the horizontal range. So horizontal range means we have to take it what? X-axis or Y-axis? Everybody.
X-axis.
X-axis.
X direction. So X direction, what is the maximum displacement shown by the body, which is equals to horizontal range,
R.
right? Others, no response at all. Horizontal range. And what is the initial velocity of the body? Ux is equals to
5
meter per
you.
second.
5 meter per second. Next,
second.
what is the acceleration in X direction? We all know acceleration in X
0.
direction. Yes, 0. And we found just now. So time t is equals to how many seconds?
2
Time
seconds.
2 is equals to how many seconds? 2 seconds. So if you apply the again second equation of motion, s is equals to ut plus half at square.
8.
So s is what? R. Initial velocity is what? 5 into time is 2 plus here whole term will become 0. Why guys? Yes, please. Whole term is 0.
Acceleration.
Acceleration is 0.
Acceleration 0.
So what is the maximum range? All of you?
10 meter.
10 meters.
10 meter.
So R is equals to how much?
10 meter.
10 meter. That
10
is the
meter.
question. Any doubt anyone can ask. Solve it now. Till here. Sai Karthik, understand? Murali, only joined late. Anya and Samya, what are you doing? No response at all. Are you doing or not also? I don't know. Solving Okay. Second part is also over. Then let me know that. Then only we'll proceed further. Everybody. Completed, guys?
Yes, sir.
Then next. Third subdivision. You have to speak, Manya. You cannot be silent like this. So many days. Already you are 11th class. You should understand. From 8th class, I am teaching for you. So third subdivision. Find the velocity of the ball. Velocity of the ball when it hits the ground. So when it hits the ground means velocity is maximum, minimum. Everybody, you have to see only
Maximum.
this part alone. Am I right or wrong? Only this part we have to see it. Am I correct, guys? All of you? Yes, please.
Yes.
So that part alone you can draw and we have to find it Vy. So let us see. We have to find Vy. So if I consider before touching the ground, so one is Vy and x-axis velocity remains constant. What is the x-axis velocity remains constant? How much ra?
Meter per second.
5 meter.
5 meter per second. Okay. So this is remains constant. So that is what you have to remember it. Now, so we have to consider y direction. So we have to consider y direction, x direction. Velocity before touching the ground. Y direction or x direction?
Y.
Y direction. Y direction. What is the initial velocity? Initial velocity.
0.
Uy or Vy, your choice. Here I am taking a Vy. So that is why this one I am considering initial velocity is what? Everybody,
0.
Uy. Understand, Ara? Pradosh? So I am considering Uy, initial velocity. Okay. Now,
Yes.
final velocity is Vy. So next, acceleration is what? Ay is equals to minus g, which is equals to how much? All of you.
Minus 10
Minus
meter
Now
per
we want to find velocity before touching the ground. And we all knows that time is equals to how many seconds? All of you.
2 seconds.
2 seconds. So we want to find final velocity. So which equation we can apply? Be smart and tell me.
First
You
equation.
can tell me. Which equation, Ra?
First
V is
equation.
equal to
First
U
equation.
plus
So
A.
V is equals to U plus AT. That's all. So V is equals to initial velocity is 0. Acceleration is minus 10 into time is 2. So V is equals to how much it is?
Minus.
Minus 10 meter per second. Why we got minus? Because it is acting what?
Downward direction.
Downward direction.
Downward direction. That is what you have to remember. So 20 meter per second. Already downward. So no need to represent minus. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That is solve it. So I want to find this velocity I found. I want to find magnitude. So can you tell me what is the magnitude? So speed. Speed bodies which hitting. So represent in the form of vector form. Vy and Vx vector form. Tell me. Vector form. So velocity in vector form represent. They are asking find the velocity of the ball when it is hit the ground. So vector form. V is equals to what? Yes. This is positive.
Y I cap.
I cap and this is negative. Minus
Minus
J cap.
20.
J cap. That is what velocity. So they ask velocity how to represent in vector form or normal magnitude or vector form. Okay. Then they ask us to, if you want to find, for example, they'll ask you speed. Then what is speed is equals to, we all knows that.
Root over 5 square plus
5 square plus
minus
20
20
whole
whole
square. So
square.
which is equals to 5 square 25, 20 square how much? 400.
400.
Equals to 425. How much it is? Meter per second. So that is what is the velocity, sorry, speed. Any doubt? Anybody? Clear? Yes? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, they are asking us, this is the third subdivision. Now, fourth subdivision. Find the angle theta. That is the fourth subdivision. All of you remember? Find angle. That is what, with what angle it has been projected. So that is what we have to find. So shall we see that now? How to find it angle? Everybody?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So angle means where? Here. So this is the angle it is projected. So of course, if this is the x direction, and then vertically what direction will come? Everybody. Y direction will come. Am I right or wrong?
Minus 1.
Then theta means this is what the theta. Am I correct, Rudreshwar? Yes, please. So theta means we have to make it with x-axis. This is the theta. We want to find the theta. Shall we find it now? All of you.
Yes, sir.
This is the theta. Am I correct, Pradosh?
Yes, sir.
So please remember that. That is the theta. So we have to find it at what angle it has been projected. So if you notice it, we have found so many things. When it is hitting the ground, 20 meter per second, theta, everything we have to find it. Now observe very carefully. So it has been traveled y direction. So and x direction, we all knows that. And this is what it is. Rainwater problem. You remember our rain umbrella problem? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is the theta. So now resultant, this is what the resultant, and this is the x direction, and this is the what direction? Everybody? Y direction. Okay. Now I want to form a triangle, so I will make a parallel shift of y. Can you tell me what is the parallel shift of y? Parallel shift of y is equals to this one. Am I right, everybody? Yes. All of you. So if this is the Vy and this is the Vx. So if this is the Vx means, then here also it will come Vx. And this is the Vy means here also what will come? Everybody? Vy. Yes. So we'll consider only this triangle now, as it is there only theta is there. So this is what? So all of you respond now. This is Vy and this is Vx. So we want to find theta. So theta means which one we'll find? Tan theta. So tan theta is equals to what is the formula? All of you. Tan theta is equals to
Vy by Vx.
Vy by Vy by
Yes.
Vy by Bx.
Yes.
Vy value we have been found already. What is the Vy value? 20 meter per
20 meter
second.
per
And
second.
Vx is equals how much value?
5 meter
5
per
meter
second.
per second.
Five.
Yeah. So that is what it is. So let us see. You can find the theta here also. Understanding down also what angle it has been with the same angle. So if this is the y angle it is acting, then the theta will be acting like this. So that is what it is. So this is the theta. So let us calculate it now. So Vy we got it how much, Ra? Vy how much we got it? 20 meter per second. And Vx we all knows that. What is the Vx?
5 meter.
5 meter per second. So this is Vy, we got it. And Vx is this one. So theta we are finding. So find the angle theta. So let us see now. Find the angle theta. So we can find it what? Where I have to solve? Here. So what is the theta value? Everybody is tan theta is equals to how much? Vy value 20 and Vx value is 4. So tan theta is equal to how much? Everybody 4. And theta is equal to how much? Tan inverse of 4. That is the answer. That's all. Do you all understand everybody how to find it? Clear? Pradosh?
sir.
So that is what you have to remember. So this is what all the 4 subdivisions everybody can solve. What angle we have been projected, everything I have been made. The same thing we are imagining here. Nothing else is there. Anyone having any doubt, you can ask. Clear, guys? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Solve it. Very, very important this. Okay. So now, if you solve this one, if you understand till here, you complete it, then I will give the one question. You complete this one. I will draw the next question diagram. You all people start solving that. So we'll solve it. So I will draw it and we'll proceed it. So again, I'm taking a tower. So tower of height 20 meters. Again, the question completed, you just tell me, you can proceed. So this is the height of the tower is equals how much, Ra? Height of the tower is
20 meter per second.
20 meters.
20 meter.
20 meters. Now, so a ball is projected with the, let me observe very carefully, y-axis, and this is the x-axis. So now from here, okay, I want to draw a little bit here. This is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. So a ball is projected with angle. All of you remember, I'll make a projection now. I'll continue that. I'll draw the shape perfectly so that you can observe. I'll continue from here. Okay. Okay, Rudresha.
Sir.
Okay, so just imagine this is the projectile motion of the body. So which has been projected with the angle initial velocity. See that angle is theta. Theta is equals how much? 30 degrees. What angle it has been projected?
30 degrees.
30 degrees. Okay. Now finally ball is reached to the ground. So let me take that range is something R. You can make it. So R. Now there we have to find the time taken to reach the ground. So that is what it is. So you can find it. So velocity in y direction, uy is equals how much? Yes, please. So we find it is with the 30 degrees. Imagine like this is like a ground, it is projected. So how it will become? This is 30 means here what will come? Ux is equals to 30. Understand? So what will happen? I projected with initial velocity u is equals to 30 meter per second. That is also let me take. So now you tell me how much it will come answer. So this is 30 cos 30 degrees, and this will become what? 30.
30 sin 30.
So we all knows that sin 30 value how much? 1/2. So which is equals to 15 meter per second. So what is the uy value?
15
Everybody.
meter.
15 meter per second, and ux value
15
30 into cos 30 value how much ra?
root
3 by
3
2.
by 2.
What is the answer? 15 root 3 meter per second.
15
Ux.
root
Any doubt? Anyone?
39.
Clear? Understood? Now, first one. Find the time taken to reach the ground. Find the time taken to reach the ground. Any problem? Anybody can ask. Clear? So only we have to consider what direction? Y direction or X direction? Everybody?
Wider.
Wider.
Y direction. So every point. So finally it has been like this, and this is the Y direction and this is the X direction. Okay, understand? Everybody clear? So now, Y direction. What is the initial velocity? Pradosh? Y direction initial velocity 15 meter per second. Okay, and displacement in Y direction, maximum displacement how much? Check it. I already
20
taught you,
meter.
which is equals to how much ra? Which is equals to
20
height of the
meter.
tower. So what is the maximum displacement done by the body, which is equals to height of the tower?
20.
How much?
20 meters.
20 meter.
20 minus 20
Minus 20.
Yeah, 20 minus 20 meters. That is what. So now, next acceleration is equals to Sy is equals to minus 20 meters. That is only displacement shown by the body. Next, what is the acceleration in Y direction? Everybody?
Minus 10.
Yes, minus 10. And then T they are asking us to find. So which equation we have to apply? S is equals to
Second.
plus
Second equation.
UT plus
half
half
AT
AT square.
So S is 20, initial velocity is 15, time is T plus half into A value minus 10 and T value T square. Am I right, everybody? Clear?
Yes.
Which is equals to, how much it is? Respond. Minus 20 is equals to 15T minus 5T square. Am I right, guys? All of you? Yes.
Yes,
The whole equation multiples of 5. So we can divide with the 5. So what will happen? Simplify the equation. How much it will come? Minus 4.
Minus 4 equal to 3t minus
3t minus
t square.
3t minus
T square.
t square.
T square.
Sorry, not 5t square. So it is t square. So do it quick now, all of you. So then, can I write this one as t square? How I can write, guys? T square
T
minus
minus
3t
3t
minus 4
minus
is equals to 0. Can I write it or not?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah, find it fastly then. Meeting is also going to end. So join quickly. So we will do it. So t square. So that now we can write minus 3t. What is the roots you can write? So t square, what I can write? Minus 4t
4
minus 4t
plus t.
plus t which is equals to 0. Then extract the roots. What will happen? If you take
Sir, plus t
plus
minus
minus 4.
4.
Okay, minus 4. So we will make it. So then what is the common thing here? So t, if I take common, it will become t minus 4. Next here,
1.
this one I will take
1.
common. So t minus 4. Am I right, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So solve it fastly. So what is the roots? T
Plus 4 minus 1.
Yeah, t minus 4 is equals
4.
to 0. So of course, time will never be negative. So this one is not the answer. And what is the answer? Time
T
is
is equal
always
to 4
mostly
seconds.
positive. So t minus 4 is equals to 0. Then what is the answer? All of you. T is equals to
4 seconds.
4 seconds. Solve it faster. Meeting is going to end. Solve till here.